All right. So I'm going to show you how to do Warp Stabilizer. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and I'm going to pull up Adobe Premiere. So on my timeline over here, I have, let's go to Workspaces. We will be in editing mode, right? So over here, these are my clips. I'm going to make it really big for you.
Film Guild is an organization that brings international films to Macon, and they're films that are generally indie films and that would not come to this market otherwise because they don't make the big commercial theaters.
Okay. So those are the clips that I'm working with. If you want to put Warp Stabilizer on it, which will help sometimes overcome the shakiness of being handheld, you're going to go to Window, Workspaces, Effects. And over here, what you need to know is that effects, and I might have to move this actually over so you can really see it, but transitions happen between clips and effects happen onto clips, right? So like something like a crossfade happens between clips. That's a transition from one to another, but effect happens only to the clip itself. So over here under video effects, under this folder distort, there's something called Warp Stabilizer. And I'm just going to drag this and drop it onto the clips that I think might benefit from it. So I'm just dragging it and dropping it onto those clips. I don't want to use it on my last one. This red one means it's working and analyzing. If you want to see what clips have Warp Stabilizer on them, we're just going to click on the clip. And then down here, you can see that Warp Stabilizer is right there. So it's like telling you that it's analyzing. Okay. So this is what this will look like. It might look choppy, so I'm sorry if it does. But this is actually an example of Warp Stabilizer because I had so much movement naturally in my videos. When I put Warp Stabilizer on it, it actually makes it look really bad. So look for the walls and for people. It will end up looking like you're underwater, almost like it's like a Willy Wonka bizarre optical illusion. So this is an example of Warp Stabilizer not working.
The Macon Film Guild is an organization that brings international films to Macon, and they're films that are generally indie films and that would not come to this market otherwise because they don't make the big commercial theaters, but we bring them here to provide an audience.
All right. So I decide actually that I don't want to have them. I don't want it to look like that, right? So I'm just going to click on my clip, go over here, and I'm just going to delete Warp Stabilizer. So I'm going to do that from the clips that I dropped Warp Stabilizer. And for me, I decided that Warp Stabilizer was not the right effect for this project. All right. Thank you.